I challenge all the old guys that have these cars, pick one, give it away, and do the same thing. So because he did that, he got the car because he put his life, he put his people and his people that he helps ahead of the car hobby.
Oh, I'm feeling it. And, for a guy who's 25 years old, trying to find a cool classic car, it's an unattainable hobby.
Am I right in correct in assuming, one, you're giving him the car you said, but you're also throwing in a second title and a second body, and you're going to help him build a vintage race car?
And both cars are legitimate 1967 Cyclone GTs.
What's up, guys? I am here with Mike Morrison, the baby boomer hero up in Canada, who's decided to give away his 1967 Mercury Cyclone S code to a deserving young millennial to help pay it forward, help them have an opportunity from all the great learning of craftsmanship and engineering, but also to make the car culture that he loves so much from his generation matter to the future. Mike, how you doing?
I'm great now. We're doing this, getting this finished. We're all set now.
Yeah, all the entrance time is over, and you have chosen a recipient, haven't you?
Yes, I have.
Okay. Well, in a moment, we're going to bring that person in for a three-way call on this Skype, so stay tuned. But, Mike, I thought we'd just kind of recap the whole scenario. So you got hundreds of applications and emails from all over the place.
I mean, I'd be up till 2 o'clock in the morning reading emails. There were so many of them.
Yeah, it was. And you read every single one, didn't you?
I made sure. I wanted to be fair. I wanted to be honest. I didn't want this to get tainted down the road by somebody saying, hey, it was this, it was that. No, I sat and read every single one, and I made sure that the last bundle that came in, I read every single one, and nobody could meet the gentleman that I picked. But there was, at the last second, there was a couple that was close, and I'm like, oh, boy. And it just came down to, no, the other gentleman is going to get it because it's him and his wife, but I don't think they picked a better couple.
He's a young man. Yeah. So we're bringing right up to him, too. So, we spoke in the last one how there was a few kind of sharky people that didn't get it, just flippantly what. There were some older people trying to scoop up the car and just didn't get the sentiment of value. But there was a lot of very touching young people that wrote you genuinely, wasn't there?
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's actually a couple that I'm staying in touch with because – again, they're not in the right place to be able to build a car like this, but they really have the heart and they want to, and they got to fix a few things in their life. And when they do, I said, I will gladly stay in touch and I will gladly help you which any way I can. And I actually have a 2005 Mustang laying around. I think I may even give that away to one of these people. So there you go.
Whoa! Wow! You are a trailblazer, sir. Well, very good. I do have to point something out about journalism and the nature of it and how, in a way, it did a disservice to many young people. Because what I noticed in these articles, so they write a beautiful article saying it, they would embed the video, and then at the end, they would tell the person how to apply without giving them any of the message or sentiment from the video or telling them you have to watch the video to know how to apply. So they just say, write an email here and say why you want it. The problem with that is the journalists, by trying to make it more efficient, sort of destroyed the meaning and the value and the sentiment and the heart, which was in the video. And the video was the best way to understand what was going on here. And I saw that because it was shared like crazy, but the video didn't get very many views, and you had zillions of applicants. So there was something missing from the journalism there.
Yeah, I mean, I can't remember how many views. How many views did it have? I mean, 5 or 10?
I don't remember, but it's not as many as it should have for as many as it was.
It was about 1,000 emails. You basically sent me close to 1,000 with all the little.
Yeah.
But yes, and again, I'm grateful that it got shared. I'm grateful the story got out the way it got out, but it really did hurt the applicants because you really, really had to watch the video to understand what was going on.
Just this one last note, and then let's make this positive. We're going to bring in the recipient to this Skype call in just a second. But the one article that kind of ticked me off was actually Hagerty Insurance, the big, massive conglomerate, because in the article, they evaluated your Cyclone as is, what it was worth, and it almost sounded kind of backhanded. And I really thought that was a little vulgar because they made it about money instead of, and it's not about that. This is about a generational shift. This is about you paying it forward. This is a massive first-time thing in this world, and the person at Hagerty that just wrote it proves all they care about is money. Like, you guys don't get it. And that kind of frustrated me. I appreciate they picked it up, but I don't appreciate that they didn't get it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna. I was actually kind of happy with the article with regards to, hey, thanks guys, you put it out there, you put a picture, it's a big magazine. And the other thing is, you didn't know the true story, which you're going to find out here in a minute. There's a lot more to this. I just couldn't say it because you think the vultures were bad the first go around. The vultures would have really been bad if they hadn't known the whole story.
That's all right.
So
That's all right. That's going to be exciting.
I'll tell you later. Yeah.
Well, long story short, we made it through. You met a lot of incredible people, but you selected somebody awesome. So how about, Mike, you try and bring him into this call?
All right.
Boom, you guys. We're here with Mike and the recipient of the cyclone. Mike, who is this guy? Where's he from? How old is he? What's he do?
Well, first of all, his name's Cooper Schmidt, and he's 25, believe it or not. And my nickname for him right now is Superman. We've had this discussion already with him.
Oh, okay.
The guy's 25 years old. He's won awards for volunteering and helping out kids and volunteering for schools and pay it forward with police and everything.
Yeah.
He actually was the first gentleman to say he would honor my wishes to restore the car and give it away and pay it forward when the time comes.
Oh, wow.
He's also a police officer, and the guy's 25 and he's on SWAT. I'm like, he's on like 25 and on SWAT? I'm like, okay. Here's the other thing. He saved many people's lives from overdosing, and he's saved them literally. And of all things, his wife, I don't want to say the word, but his wife is a nurse, and she's on the front lines of dealing with what's going on in the world right now. And I could not pass that up. So I go, no, people came close near the end, but saving people's lives as a police officer and as a nurse, sorry, guys, you can't beat that. I mean, it's got to go there. And man, I want him to tell you the rest of the story because I don't want to give away the fun side of it. I'll let him do that.
Okay. Well, it sounds like, all those things are wonderful things, obviously, but also the type of mindset and acumen that it takes to be successful at that. And obviously him showing he's a good person and wanting to pass it on one day in the future to help continue the trend of paying it forward and carrying the torch goes to show that he is going to be the kind of guy who can actually restore it and get it done and be positive for the car culture in the future. Would you say that's kind of it, Mike?
Yeah, the whole idea, that's why I didn't say it in the second video that we did. The whole idea is that you had to have the wherewithal and you had to have the abilities and you had to have the support system behind you to make this happen. But then you had to take it. Right now it's just two people. Well, he's to take it and go to schools, go to events, go to car events. And instead of just being two people, now it's going to be 10 people, 20 people, 100 people. That's what we needed. And that's what he's willing to do.
Well, that's awesome. Well, enough of us. Cooper, what's going on, man?
Nothing much. How's everybody doing?
Oh, sorry. By the way, Brad Hayner, I don't ventriloquist. It's real. He's getting the car. Sorry, guys. He'll explain from now on.
Well, I don't know what's going on at this point. Cooper, how you doing, man?
Good. So Brad is a friend of mine who I told this story to, and I had told him that I was the recipient of the car, and I was very thankful, and he didn't believe me. It was April 1st. He's like, no, you're joking. You're lying.
Oh, really? So, did he apply for it too, or was he just?
He did not. No, he's too old and decrepit to apply for it. So.
Fair enough. So you're the guy. You're the guy that Mike likes. So how do you feel about this, man? Now you got a project. What's this like for you?
I don't think it's really set in yet. I know what I want to do with the car. I know what I want to do in the future with the car. And obviously I'm well aware that I'm the recipient of it, but it hasn't set in. It's like I'm living on cloud 9, and I can't wait to get my hands on the project and start.
Awesome. Well, Mike's a really amazing guy, and he's kind of the neat person who holds some cards up his sleeve that always end up being helpful and nice and kind. So I think, it's not just a car. That's not what it's about. Mike and I mentioned how we're disappointed in one article that seemed to try to make this about money. The thing that's so amazing as to what's happening right now is different generations coming together and passing things on and making things be bigger and more important than just money. This is true community, and this is history right here. I don't. Do you guys feeling that? Because I'm feeling that. Like, I just want to say it.
Oh, I'm feeling it. And for a guy who's 25 years old, trying to find a cool classic car, it's an unattainable hobby. You can always see it, but you just can't drive it. You just can't bring it home. You just can't own it.
Right.
And to see what Mike was doing, it really resonated with me, and I thought it was awesome. Like, I'll throw my name in the hat, and we'll see if he picks me.
That's awesome. Well, Mike obviously thought a lot about you as an individual and the nature of what you do, but he was so impressed by the volunteering effort you've done and how you go out of your way to help your community and other people when it doesn't necessarily have a direct, tangible benefit to you. So that's really the power behind his fire to pass it on to you. So I don't know. I hope that means something. It's not just to you guys, but to everybody out there watching. It matters taking care of your community and thinking of the future.
I'm trying to step on the conversation, but
please
Cooper,
come in.
Please, yeah, it's Cooper's story now, so I'm trying to lay back. But Cooper, please tell about the summer, the hawk, your wife, your support system, and what's going to happen. I never told anybody, which now you do now know.
Okay.
Sure. So
just so everybody knows real quick, the Hawk is the big vintage race in Road America in July, correct?
Correct.
Excellent. Okay, I'm sorry. Continue with the story.
No, so where I live, I'm probably 45 minutes-ish from Elkhart Lake.
Awesome.
Yeah, and my wife, we met in high school, and her dad is what he describes as a high-performance driving instructor. So he's a racer by trade, and he loves every minute of it. So gradually, Grace and I started to talk all through high school, and the long story short is we did get married. We are married now. We were married when we were 20. I better not get this wrong. 23.
Don't worry, I'm in the doghouse currently for a joke that I thought was funny but wasn't funny.
Welcome to marriage.
Yeah, exactly. So, but vintage racing has always been a huge part of our lives. We never miss the vintage races in Elkhart Lake. It's my first vacation pick every year at work.
Yeah, Road America.
Yeah, exactly. It's Road America.
Were you there last year?
Yep.
Did you by chance see the Gina Scott Yellow Corvette racing?
I probably did. I couldn't put my finger on it though.
That's okay. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah,
but you were saying.
For sure. So yeah, we were there every year. You know, my wife's family has a little cottage in Elkhart Lake, and stay there and wake up to the sound of race cars every morning. How can you beat it?
Yes.
So
awesome.
Yeah. So my father-in-law now, he's started his own race school, Level Up Racing, and he's doing well and traveling all over the country and teaching people how to race. And I think that was a huge part of Mike's or part of the reason Mike gave me the car in the end is because I have those support systems for racing, because there's not really one car, there's kind of two.
But more than just that. So, but you don't have a car. You haven't ever gotten to build one. I mean, you've been busting your balls as a police officer and helping people, and you know, I mean, that stuff is expensive and time consuming, right? It hasn't happened yet.
Right.
I just want to say here, that's the reason why, because he put his career, he put people ahead of his dream. So because he did that, he got the car because he put his life, he put his people and his people that he helps ahead of the car hobby. So now he gets the car hobby in tow.
Yes, fantastic. Well, awesome. And yeah, I'm excited. So how's this going down, guys?
Mike, why don't you?
Okay. There's two cars. I didn't want to say anything because the vultures were bad enough with just the one. Actually two. There's actually
what do you mean
two
cars? What's going on here? What's going on?
Well, just to make it legit, so everybody knows, these are Canadian titles, but these are the two titles for two 67 Cyclones.
Okay,
so they're legit. So one is fully 100% sheet metal. The car is 40 years old, and there's no holes in the car. There's surface rust.
Okay.
The car has never been hit, never been twisted. Perfect car to restore. People missed all that. The thing is, that car came from Hueytown, Alabama, which is the old Alabama gang from NASCAR. All right? So it was parked literally across the road from the Allison family compound and race shop. That's where I found it 25 years ago. Now, the other car, I found a second one because I needed parts. I found a second 1 in Long Island, New York. Well, it was not worth restoring back to numbers matching because it just wasn't justifiable. But I have the two cars. So here's what's going to happen. Cooper's going to get the second car and the second title. He's going to restore the one car, but all that you have as the second car, we're going to design and build. Now, whether Genius Garage wants to get involved or whatever, it's Cooper's call. It's now his life. It's his project. We just support Cooper now. Everybody doesn't know this. In 1967, the year of that car, Mario Andretti won the Daytona 500 in the Ford Fairlane, which is the Ford sister car to the Cyclone.
Ooh,
Cyclone was big into NASCAR. We're going to design and build a period-correct NASCAR chassis to pass SCCA modern spec and SDRA modern spec, and we're going to build a period-correct 67 stock car to run it at the Hawk.
Well, okay. Hold on. I gotta get back up to speed. So, am I right in correct in assuming, one, you're giving him the car you said, but you're also throwing in a second title and a second body, and you're going to help him build a vintage race car?
And both cars are legitimate 1967 Cyclone GTs.
Mike, you are the baby boomer hero of the century in the car world. Seriously. Like, everybody from your generation really needs to pay attention to this. This is unbelievable. Awesome.
But to me, this is fun. This is just fun.
Here's the part. Fun, but, everybody just hoards doggone cars themselves, sticks it in some stupid collection.
I'm gonna make the old car collectors mad right now because they're gonna hate me.
All right.
4-speed. Okay. The one car is an automatic, the yellow one, which he's gonna restore. The other car is a 4-speed car. The transmission for that came out of a 427R code, so that transmission belongs in a 427, like a 427 legal Cobra or along those lines. So the tranny, somebody's dying to find that tranny, and it's gonna go in his vintage race car.
Ooh. Wait, so Cooper, do you even know what you just got into, man? Like, what you got to build a vintage race car now too?
Yeah, no, I definitely have the coach to make it a success, and apparently now the support system to build the car. And
man, this is so rad.
Yeah,
so Cooper,
because he said one day he'd give away the yellow one to pay it forward. I figured, okay, great. If you're gonna give it away, I'm gonna give you a car you can keep. So he keeps this one.
That is awesome. That is truly awesome. So, I got to tell you, so now, Coop, you got to kick butt and get this done because now, so the young man is 25 years old, Wild Strawberry Garage on all the social media. Mm-hmm. He's already got, I don't know if you saw that, Mike, but the kid that got the Greenwood Corvette Sheep's already got the chassis ready and primed and stuff as a roller.
I saw
what
it.
I'm saying is, Cooper, so you got to get this done. Then, so Sam Every out in New York's going to have this Greenwood Corvette, and heck, I'll have to have something now to race with you guys. Yes. Pay attention, old people who don't care. This is how you make young people care for the future. You have to be selfless. Okay, I'm off it. Cooper, talk. How you feel?
It hasn't sunk in yet. It hasn't sunk in. I told the majority of the people who were familiar with me applying for this project, I told them yesterday. Yeah? Yesterday was April 1st. Probably not the best day to tell people that a Canadian gentleman is donating me 2 cars, one of them to build.
Shut up.
So I'm waiting for this video to come out so people can actually realize, like, oh my gosh, this is happening.
I know, right? I did a Ben Wiki video yesterday from my shop that's saying that we're building the Fast and Furious Live Like and Hypersport, and people are like, oh, this is an April Fool's joke. We're like, nope. That is awesome.
Yeah.
Well, this is really spectacular. We're going to have to come back for an update. Obviously, Cooper, you don't have words yet. It hasn't sunk in.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
You can tell.
I love it. I really do. I'm ecstatic.
Okay,
and
great.
I'm giving the stuff away.
I know. This is the way the world should work. This is so great, you guys. Well, I think we'll have to come back for it. But for everybody watching, I hope you're excited. Cooper Schmidt, obviously, hey, man, we got your back. Thank you for everything you do because I know that it's a very thankless job most of the time and very hard.
Thank you for saying that. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I get it, man.
Sir, I want to say he got both cars and he got all my resources because he put people first. It wasn't the car, it wasn't the money, it wasn't the hobby. He put people first. He saves people's lives. His wife saves people's lives. They put people first. So because of that, I'll help him get his dream. That's why.
Couldn't be better. We got a baby boomer gentleman from Canada, young police officer, millennial. Oh, man, you're a millennial, right?
Millennial. I am.
Oh, man. And I'm like the oldest millennial. I say I'm the prototype. Like, they didn't get the bugs worked out. I got a little test miles on me. It's kind of messed up. Anyway, but this is awesome, you guys. This is truly awesome. So for all the car people out there watching, I hope you've enjoyed this. Please share it. We're going to come back for more. Naturally, subscribe because I'm just keep shaking things up for a better future. Cooper, thanks so much for being on it. Congratulations. Mike, you, sir, are amazing.
Thank you. I want to say one more thing.
Hit me.
I can tell you without a doubt, I have many people that are older than me. I know them personally. I know what they have hiding in their garage.
Oh.
They're going to die, and they're going to have 5, 10, 15 cars, their projects, stored away in their garages. And the problem is, they all say to me, my kids they don't care about the cars, and when I die, I feel so bad because it's going to be just a disaster. I says, here's my challenge. Guys, do what I did. Give it away, because it's just going to rot in your garage and nothing's going to happen. I challenge all the old guys that have these cars, pick one, give it away, and do the same thing. See if you can do it. It's a lot of fun.
If you need help, call up Mike, call me up. We will make sure it matters, okay?
Yep.
Whether it's sold stupid cheap, or you donate it to Genius Garage to teach with, or we give it away to a young person out there, let's keep this movement going. This is really great. And if you old guys don't do it, Mike's going to be the only hero, and we're going to talk smack about you. Yes. Or at least I am.
Works for me. I'm in trouble now anyway, so we're good.
Cooper, we're now being bad influences on you. You're a fine, sparkling individual over there, and me and Mike are just smacking things around. Right on. Any parting words, Cooper?
Good. Tie it up, Casey.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. Everybody, share this. Subscribe. The world's going to change for the better. See you guys.
Thanks, guys.
I hope you enjoyed today's video, and naturally that you will subscribe, but please click that bell so I can continue to bring you wholesome and entertaining automotive content. Also, a huge thanks to Avalon King ceramic coating. They're supporting this channel and making this all possible. But more importantly, I'm looking forward to using it on all of my vehicles, including my old dirt bike. Ceramic coating bonds directly to the surface of your paint, trim, and plastics to give a long-lasting shine that beats all waxes. It lasts for years and it's easy to maintain. I've got it on my Viper right now, and my car has never looked this good. So give them a try. Again, thanks for watching, and I look forward to see you next time.